For a town that so fastidiously maintains its historical records, the Barksdale house seems to have mysteriously avoided documentation.
We have done so much research and have not been able to find anything written down.
What they do know is the inn was built in 1778 by George Barksdale, a plantation owner who emigrated from Ireland. He sold the property to his nephew in 1817, who then sold it again in the 1850s. In the early 1900s, the owners converted the home from 2 floors to 3.
And converted the house from a Regency style, which was popular during the Federal period, into the Victorian that it is now,
including a French hip roof and bay windows. By the 1970s, the home had been converted to a fraternity house for the nearby College of Charleston.
So it probably has some stories that we may or may not want to know.
The Barksdale house then sat vacant for a few years before being converted into a bed and breakfast. The current owners purchased it in 1988. The Barksdale house now is a 14-room inn, having converted the previous owner's carriage home into 4 additional bedrooms.
So it makes us quite large for a B&B.
Located between King and Meeting Streets in historical downtown.
All of our guests park their cars and don't even get back in them until they're ready to check out, unless they're going to go visit one of our plantations or go out to the beaches.
The home revolves around what was originally a drawing room, but is now a parlor. This is where guests are greeted and eat breakfast.
So it really is a central meeting point, which is very reminiscent of its original days when it was a drawing room.
The home is decorated in period-style furnishings. Its wood floors are original, as are portions of its moldings.
We try to maintain as much authenticity as we can, as well as realizing that people want modern amenities. All of our rooms have cable television, many of them have fireplaces, some of them have whirlpool baths. We have king-size beds, we have rooms with queen-size beds, and we have one room with a full-size bed, which is an antique burled walnut with mother-of-pearl inlay bed that was made in the mid-1800s.
The Barksdale serves an expanded continental breakfast Monday through Friday, including bagels, muffins, fruit, coffee, and tea.
We also have Belgian waffles. We have all of the toppings that go with those items. And then we do use a local tea that's grown at the Charleston tea plantation for our hot teas.
On the weekends, they leave the fruit and breads, but also do a hot breakfast.
Local favorites from shrimp and grits to French toast. We'll do homemade hash. It's a nice Southern breakfast.
For a nice Southern home.
Our rooms are a little bit more serene. I've had guests tell me that they like the fact that it's simple, that we don't have a lot of knickknacks and we don't have busy wallpaper. So it's a nice, calming environment for them. We've had family reunions here. We've had bridal parties here. It's a lot of fun when they take over the whole house and it's one big family. They'll sit out on the back porch here and they truly go away feeling like they've just stayed at a relative's house. We want all of our guests to feel as if they're an old friend of ours.